It's your girl, theRealShotzie. Did you guys miss me? I missed you guys. I did. I was thinking about it over the weekend and I was like, man, I should totally like stream. Make sure my lighting is good so that you can see me, right? How's everybody been doing? Hope everybody had a good weekend, productive, did some stuff. Bear with me a moment while I get this together. Just working it out. So, I hope everybody had a good weekend. I did. I got a lot done. Got some relaxing in there. Caught up on some TV. My DVR, it seems like no matter how many shows I watch, it continues to fill up, because of all of the shows that are going on. A lot of new shows on, so I am really digging the shows, right? I've got quite a few that I watch. The MacGyver reboot, really digging that right now. The Exorcist, which comes on Fox on Fridays. Creepy, if you're into that type of stuff, it's actually a pretty interesting show. And then there's a new show that aired last night called Timeless, which I'm really interested in seeing. My mom said it was really good, so I'm really interested in seeing that. I've got Lethal Weapon recorded, just haven't had a chance to watch them. I've got all my American Horror Stories recorded, just haven't had a chance to watch them. The new show Bull, with the guy from NCS, been watching that. That's pretty intriguing. There's this show with Kiefer Sutherland called Designated Survivor. If y'all have not watched it, you need to tune in. That show is so good. It's like on that Madam Secretary level, and I love Madam Secretary. Designated Survivor is a really cool show. So yeah, I got a lot of TV keeping me busy these days, which I'm so excited to have Xfinity because I have my DVR on the go. So no matter where I'm at, I get to tune in. So again, I hope you guys had a good weekend. I definitely did. I don't know if you guys had a chance to catch my web series. Like I said, my episode aired last week. So if you didn't get a chance to catch it, you should definitely go check it out. It's a really cool show. You can go to whythefriendzone.com. That's WHY, whythefriendzone.com. And I play this character named Shoshay, who is so outrageous and so out there, and she's hilarious. I love her. But it allows me a chance to get into my funny side. I don't know if y'all saw the last time. I'm really digging my wavy locks right now. So just something different. Yeah, I know. How can she have short curly hair one week and then have these long locks the next week? I pressed the button and my hair just grew. Like that little Barbie doll. Press the button and the hair just regrows like Play-Doh. Anyway, yeah, so just giving my hair a break for a little while and, just trying a different view. So that's what I've been up to. So I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. If you didn't, shame on you. You should have. I don't care what anybody said or did. You should have enjoyed your weekend. So you'll try it again this weekend. So anyway, I want to talk a little bit about health today, which I find very funny because I had cake for dinner. Leave it to me to want to come up here and talk about health and had cake for dinner. So, but it was really good cake. It was really good. So I wasn't really hungry, but I knew I needed to eat something. So that's how that came about. But yeah, it was good. It was good chocolate cake. I only had one slice, and it was one of those little mini chocolate cakes that you can, because they have them now. Like you can go in the store and you can buy like the Betty Crocker box or the Duncan Hines box, and it's the big box, right? Makes a cake that could feed like 15 people. But now they have it where you have the little miniature cake, which can feed a single person or two people. So if you have like a little sweet fetish, or in my case, I just love the batter, which thank goodness for Zaxby's coming out with that cake batter milkshake, because let me tell you, it changed my life. So now I don't have to go spend so much money to make a cake that I don't eat just to have the batter. So, but yeah, so they have these little miniature cakes that you can make, which is really cool. Um, but yeah, so I wasn't really hungry, um, but I had to eat something. And I ran out of milk this morning, and I was too lazy to stop after I got off of work to get some more milk. And so couldn't have cereal. And I didn't feel like putting a whole lot of effort into anything, yet at the same time, I didn't want to wait for anything. So cake it was. But on a more serious note, I just want to talk a little bit about just being healthy. You know, people, it kind of drives me crazy when people think that being healthy means that you have to eat lettuce all the time, or that you have to work out 15 times a day, 8 days a week. And it's totally not true. There are so many ways that you can be healthy without over exerting yourself or overdoing it or completely changing your lifestyle. Because I'm not gonna lie, I love to eat. Okay, I'm a meativore, which means anything that I eat has to have some type of meat in it. I don't care if it's bacon, I don't care if it's pork, I don't care if it's a pork based product. It has to have meat in it. Okay, that's just who I am. But one of the things that I did, before I started working out seriously in May, because I hibernate during the winter. Yes, I'm a little bear. Can't you tell by my little onesie? I hibernate during the winter, which is funny because I also hibernate during the summer too. I don't really care for the sun. So, yes, I do a lot of hibernating. Um, so I had gone to my doctor, and without throwing all my business out there, the past couple of years I've just been through a lot, and so I guess my body said, oh, you want to play games, you don't want to take care of yourself, okay, I'm gonna show you who's boss. And it did. So I went to a doctor's appointment in April of this year, and my doctor, she's from London, and she's so funny. And she said, so how you doing, Miss Cato? And I said, I'm fine, And she's like, okay. And she's looking at my chart, and I'm just sitting there swinging my feet like I'm a little 2-year-old waiting to get my lollipop. And she says, so you've gained a little weight. I'm pretty sure I put on a couple of pounds. I mean, I have been hibernating, so, that's expected. And I said, yeah. I said, oh, what's a little? And she said, well, in 2012, you weighed like around 140. And in 2013, you were like around 145. In 2014, you were around 154. And in 2015, you stayed pretty consistent. And in 2016, 2015, you kind of jumped up a little bit towards the end of the year. You were at 165, and now you are at 176. Pounds? Or, like, are we talking about kilograms? Pounds? It's like, wow. I've never been that size before in my life. I've always been a very active person from the moment that my legs could wobble. My mom had me in something, whether it was ballet, cheerleading, basketball, baseball, softball, track, weightlifting, you name it, I was in it. And I think it was because my mother was trying to keep me busy so she didn't have to be around me. I'm going to have to ask her about that, but nonetheless. So I've always been a pretty active person. And, even when I had times when I didn't work out, I stayed pretty consistent with my weight just because my metabolism was always so high. But I guess, like I said, the last couple of years, I was just kind of going through it, and, my body was feeling it. So I picked up the weight, and I was like, oh my God, like I've always kind of stayed between 140 and 150. I swear to God, I came out the womb at like 110. So, but yeah, so I was like, okay, yeah, it may be time to make a change. So I, especially as an artist, and when I say artist, there's not one genre that I stick myself to. I sing, I act, I dance, stand-up comedy. I kind of do a little bit of everything. So I consider myself an artist, just because I don't like to paint myself in a box, which, by the way, I paint too. So yeah, I said, okay, I need to make a change, because being in this business, you are doing a lot of physical movement, you're doing a lot of mental movement, and you have to be able to physically, mentally, and emotionally keep up with the lifestyle. It is a lifestyle. And so, in order to do that, you have to be at a capacity where you can keep up with it. It's not just something that, oh, you could pop a 5 hour energy and you can go, 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 go. Because eventually your body is going to get to a point where it says, oh, no, you want to play games, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. And it'll shut down on you. That's why you have people who hyperventilate, or you have people who have panic attacks, or, certain things like that, because their body is overcompensating for something. Either, because it's not getting enough of something or getting too much of something. So, and you definitely got to put rest in there as well. So I changed up, what I was doing. Not necessarily how I was doing it, but more or less what. I definitely started back getting up, working out in the morning. Because I work from home, it makes my life convenient, and I can kind of get up and work out whenever. But normally I'm up anywhere between 8 and 10 o'clock in the morning. I'd probably say 9:30. But so I'll get up and I'll go work out. That way I have the rest of my day to myself. But I started, working out, and then I also made sure that I no longer ate after 8 o'clock. If you must eat after 8 o'clock, because you have to train your body to get to that point to where it's not starving itself, but it doesn't feel like it's being starved. Because they say that you have these things, like your body gets used to, oh, you could set your body up to where it's used to not eating, and you don't want to do that. It absolutely drives me crazy when people don't eat, or they're like, oh no, I only ate one time today. That's not good. That's not healthy. And people who go on those crazy crash diets or those fastings, or whatever the case may be, if you noticed, when you go on those type of benders, you pick the weight right back up, because your body, again, is overcompensating. So it's like, okay, I'm not getting any food. That's fine. I'll survive off of the water or the fruit that you're giving me, whatever the case may be. But the moment that you put food back in me, I'm going to suck it up and I'm going to store it, because I don't know when the next time is that I'm going to eat again. So, I have a lot of people who are like, oh man, I was losing weight and then all of a sudden it just stopped. And that's why you plateau, because you have to train your body to get to a certain point. But you should never train it to where you're not eating, or you're only eating once a day or twice a day. Your body is like a car. Your car, it runs on fuel. So your body is the same way. It runs on fuel. You can't expect to get up in the morning, go work out, and go all day long and surviving off of eating a bag of nuts. That ain't gonna work. So you have to make sure that you're fueling your body. But the difference between worried about eating all day versus what you're eating is the difference. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't walk around just eating healthy snacks all day. But if that's the kind of lifestyle that you want to do, by all means do it. But you definitely need to change up. So if you're trying to lose weight, you definitely want to get protein in there. And the biggest thing that I always hear people say, I don't want to weight lift because I don't want to build muscle. That is the hugest misconception that you could ever come across in your life. Lifting weights does not necessarily constitute that you will gain muscle and walk around looking like Mrs. Arnold Schwarzenegger. That is not the case at all. What lifting weights does, and keep in mind, I'm not a pro, but what lifting weights does is it helps to speed up your metabolism and burn that extra fat that is sitting on your body. Because cardio, yes, cardio does help burn fat, but eventually your body gets used to that. So whatever it hasn't used is going to eventually say, okay, well, that's fine. We no longer need that because we've gotten to the point where cardio is doing what it needs to do. What the weightlifting does is it helps burn that extra fat. And when you are doing the right steps to not only use your muscles, but repairing them correctly, it helps form that lean muscle, not that pow, pow, pow muscle. So you definitely want to make sure that you do incorporate weight training in there with your cardio. Um, but I do lift weights. I do like lifting weights. I do like that definition and that formity within my muscles. So my weightlifting regimen is going to be different than somebody who's just looking to lean their muscles out. If you're just looking to lean your muscles out, you can do light weights, just do more reps. And because what you have to do is you have to shock your body into thinking, oh my god, this is something different, this is something new. And what it's going to do is it's going to pick up that mentality of we need to burn more. But if you of course want to do weight training, then you want to of course increase your weights and just do less reps. But you definitely want to incorporate weight training with cardio. um, but like I said, if you can train your body to, as far as your eating habits, not eating after 8 o'clock, and if you just absolutely, of course, the first couple of days you start out, you're going to be starving, especially if you're used to eating like 10, 11 o'clock at night or late at night or whatever. Substitute fruit, or something small like crackers, or you don't want to do anything like nuts or anything because they contain salt, which will bloat you a little bit. So of course you're going to go to sleep with that on you. Drink a glass of water. So, but the biggest thing is probably fruit, which will help. Watermelon is actually really good. You may not think it is, but you can sit there and eat a whole container of watermelon and it will do absolutely nothing to you, but it will fill you up and it will satisfy that little hunger pang that you have, until your body starts getting accustomed to not eating as late. But like I said, I didn't do anything crazy. I lost almost 30 pounds. Like I said, I started working out in May. I probably got down to about 150 around, I'd say September-ish, maybe more August. But that's because I'm built like a little boy inside, so I lose weight typically faster than most females do. But like I said, just focusing on and switching up your regimen. So don't think every day, oh, cardio, cardio, cardio. Switch it up. Do one day cardio, then the next day do legs, then the next day do cardio, and then switch it up again, do your abs, or something like that. You definitely want to switch it up, to keep shocking your body, because that's how people plateau. They get to that certain level, their body is used to it at that point, and then there's nothing more. You got to make sure you drink plenty of water. God, it sounds so boring. It's like so 80s. But water is definitely the key because it helps continue to flush your body system, especially like if you have a lot of toxins in your body. It'll help flush those toxins out. I know there are a lot of people out there that hate the taste of vinegar. I do not. I was a weird child, and I love the taste of vinegar. So something else that really helps is putting a capful or two in your water bottle. What the vinegar does, because it's acidic, it's the same. And you could also do it with lemons too. Just put lemons in your water. The acid helps to also flush out those toxins and does it a lot better and quicker than water. But it helps flush out those extra toxins as well. So that's a really good weight loss, if you're trying to lose weight. I had to learn through experimentation, and that's just what I do in life. I experiment with a lot of stuff. The pills and the quick diet losses and everything, they may work for a quick minute, but like anything in life, our bodies adapt to it. So even if you're taking something, eventually your body is going to adapt to it. And you'll notice, like, if it's a 60-day supply, like usually after about 20 days, it seems like it's no longer working. That's because your body has adapted to it. So that's why I usually don't recommend doing those, because it's like they will start working. So if you do the right things, you'll start seeing the weight coming off. But the key is to get started and then to stick to it. You can't start it for a week and then be like, oh my God, I don't see any results, I'm done, I quit. Seriously? Oh, okay. You go ahead and do that. Let me know how that works out for you. but you have to be consistent. You don't have to kill yourself for the first week, because sometimes you will not see results that quickly. It is a marathon. It is a slow run. So please don't go in the gym and like try to lift 500 pounds in one day. Not to mention, you do not have to work out for an hour. The biggest thing is to get your muscles moving and burning. If you can accomplish that, then you've pretty much started it off. When you feel pain, it's not because you're hurting. It's because those muscles, whether they've been used or not used in a while, it's that. And then not to mention that you are tearing your muscles and then building them back up. So those are a few steps. But like I said, drinking the water, putting some vinegar or lemon in there to help with your process if you want, but definitely drinking the water, not eating after 8 o'clock, because you tend to eat late, it's going to stick on your body. So even if you work out for 3 hours one day, you go eating at 11 o'clock at night, you've pretty much wasted that day of working out, because all it's going to do is just re-stick back to you. So, but not eating after 8 o'clock. And if you do something like fruit, something that's not going to, make you feel bloated or stick to you or anything like that. And then just combining cardio and weightlifting, switch it off, shock your body. And that's the biggest thing. And just remaining consistent. You can't go a week and then decide, oh, I'm not going to work out next week. So you don't have to work out crazy, but you definitely want to start somewhere in there. So but I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial. I just felt like that was a good topic for tonight, being that I ended my evening with a piece of chocolate cake. It was so good though, but I wasn't really that hungry, so it kind of worked itself out. So but anyway, I hope you guys had a wonderful, wonderful day. And as always, if you have any questions or you want to talk about something or you have a topic that you want to discuss, definitely hit me up. Instagram or Twitter, theRealShotzie. You can hit me on Facebook, Shotzie Cato. And then you can also hit me on Snapchat, theRealShotzie, DA-RealShotzie. Just send me your questions, send me your comments, your concerns, problems, disturbance, or as I like to call them, prob-ish condurbments. Yep, that's my word, and no, you can't have it. But definitely, like I said, I missed you guys this weekend, so I hope everybody had a fantabulous Tuesday, and I will catch you guys on Thursday, 8 o'clock. See you then. Y'all be breezy. Take it easy.